Hey guys, so I'm here with a review for the Ken Shamrock, the WWE Elite Legend Series. So this one, I actually forgot I pre-ordered it in probably September, October, and it came here along with like the new Warrior Legends. And that's it. There's a chase too. So this is the green trunks. The chase has, I believe it's either blue or black. Can't quite remember. But anyways, and this is the first Ken Shamrock I've had, I think ever, to be honest with you. So I was pretty excited about it. I love the expression on the face. It's really cool. Kind of just remember that like intense look he always had, you know, especially when he was doing the ankle lock and all that stuff too. Kind of like a drawing picture on the side. Other figures in the set here. So like I got this Warrior. I'll probably try to do that review next. World's Most Dangerous Man. I don't know, this is awesome. It's just like he used to be like MMA and stuff like that, and then he went into this, and it was just he was just something to watch on screen. I don't know, just a lot of fun. I didn't realize he never was WWE champion, but you know, he was definitely had a really successful career. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Just need to crack it open and check it out. All right, so I got Ken Shamrock out of the package. I do want to mention this, like they did something weird with the packaging. So you got like these pointer fingers, and you can kind of see, I think this one is a little more bent than the other one. So they did it where this goes through a hole in the plastic, like in that little hole, but they cut a hole for the finger too. So whenever I was pulling it out, he kind of bit the finger. It looks straight, you know, does look okay now. But just, you know, you might have to cut in your plastic if yours is worse than mine. Just heads up on that. We also too get like two gripping hands. So there's that. I kind of wish these were a little more open. Kind of like the Brock Lesnar review I did, where it's gripping in that. Man, I love the face though. That is just awesome. Like, it's almost like cartoony in a way, but it's like, that's really how I remember them. I do wish they kind of had like an extra head. Just kind of like a more rested face, I guess. So I wish they kind of had that. But I mean, you know, if I had to pick one, obviously I would go this one. This one's really good. Have like a pretty simple color to the head or the hair. Just kind of like a dark brown, no like wash or anything like that. Good texture and everything. As far as I remember, Ken Shamrock didn't have any tattoos or anything. Like nowadays, everybody's got tattoos. You know, back in that era, it was more rare, I guess you could say. They do something like they put the belt on them too, which is, you know, they usually don't do that with figures, but you know, the way I remember, he always had his belt on too. Do get the Shamrock logo here on the trunks, green knee pads, everything looks pretty good. There's a little green wash here on top, so like it's black here, but you can kind of see it, you know, poke through the top there. So there's that. Shamrock on the boots. You know, pretty basic articulation and all that. So let's move on to the belt. So I don't have an Intercontinental Championship belt, and this is like the one back in the 90s. So you can see like all the like Antarctica, North America, Europe, Africa, Australia. It's like everywhere. Oh, yeah, never mind. It shows pictures of it, so don't need to explain that all to you. And this belt came from 2010. I don't know if you can see that, but like right there. Yeah, 2010 on the top too. Yeah, this one came out pretty good. They just wrapped around his waist. And it seems like it goes all the way, like I remember it being. So that was, you know, pretty cool. Usually, like I did the review on Ultimate Brock, that new one that came out, and like you can't get a belt on him. It's just, he's so girthy, I guess you could say. Articulation's pretty standard. Do get like the pinless joints, which is nice. The shoulders are a little tight. I've noticed with WWE Elites and Ultimates or figures in general, the shoulders have been tighter, so just be careful when you do that, because you know, you can kind of work this joint out, but you have to be careful because there's this peg here, and I've seen this break or, you know, whiten out and everything, get real loose, so you just I always push with the shoulder just in case for that. So like his left one is real tight, so I try to kind of grip this and, you know, put the pressure there. Once you kind of loosen it a little bit, you know, you get some more wiggle room. But jeez. But yeah, I think they did a really good job with this. This is really cool. I kind of want to like just try to grab a figure and, you know, see how it looks with like ankle lock. I'm trying to think of something funny that would work. I don't know, not necessarily wrestling, but I'm just gonna try to see if I can find like a funny one and try to get the pose down and see how that looks. So I'll be right back. All right, so I got old Quicksilver here begging for mercy. I don't know, I never really liked this fit. Well, I liked it when I bought it. Now I'm just like, oh, it kind of sucks. One of those figures I don't know, I need to just sell. So I was trying to bend his knees because I know like he's obviously on the ground, you know, doing this, but like the knee pads kind of restricted. So I was like, well, I'll just do it standing up. That'll work okay. Also, too, like his arms are kind of have this bolt to it, so it's kind of hard to get like his arms to kind of go over. Like you could probably bend in the elbow a little bit more. So let me try that real quick just to see how that works. The problem is though, he's got like, you know, really big arms, which I mean he really did in real life, but you know, just on top of all that. So let's see. So I get this kind of more straight. But yeah, I mean, that works for me, to be honest. Like I kind of like just him grab him because I kind of remember him, you know, doing this too. Like he would, you know, like he would have them on the ground and you know they would crawl over and then like you know he'd pull them back like away from the ropes and stuff like that. So I think that fits pretty good. But you know, for me, like I think you'd probably have to maneuver these knee pads out of the way to really get it going. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like I'm happy with that, and you know, that's probably gonna be the thumbnail there. Give his head like a real intense look. Yeah, that's good. All right. Anyways, thanks for watching.